music is and always has been really big around here. And it's not just the well-known cuts, right? We also spin some very regrettable efforts by prominent sports figures like James Dolan and his goofy little granola dad band.
Wash away my troubles, wash away my pain with the rain in Shambhala.
She's garbage, like absolutely horrible. But then again, so was Gordon Hayward's rap song as MC G Time back in 2010.
Yo, the name's G Time. Big frame, big game, call me big time. Ball hard every night and every day.
Good player, horrible rapper. That sucked too. Hey, G Time, maybe leave the basketball rapping to Damian Lillard. And hey, Scott Stapp, leave baseball bangers to Fogarty.
Let's play ball, it's game day. We want strikeouts, base hits, double plays.
As badly as you want to, you cannot unhear something like that. And of course, there was my guy, John Neems, crooning out some bizarre piano ballad to Michael Jordan's dad, James Jordan Sr., way back in '94.
How proud he must have been to be Michael's dad. Each time he'd hear the crowd cheer.
That song set off like a decade-long feud between me and Neems. Actually, it wasn't even a feud because I didn't give a damn what he thought. I just told him his song sucked. But then we came around. We're good now. I mean, I could do this all day long. I know a lot of you want me to roll the acoustic efforts of my guy Barry Zito, but I'm not doing that because my man Barry Zito showed a lot of heart and a lot of grit and a lot of courage. And by the way, what he did, what he created, is on the other end of the spectrum with the good music that has been played on this show. So you've got the staple songs, you've got the regrettable songs, and then you've got decent songs. You've also got clone parodies, like Aya Frady's rendition of Whitey's Dad, every John in Little Rock call ever, and most recently, Jeff in Southfield doing his take on Bitchin' Camaro by the Dead Milkmen, but rewriting it for Brad in Corona and calling it Bitchin' Corona.
Bitchin' Corona, Bitchin' Corona. I'm gonna drive Brad's car, bump, bump, bump. Bitchin' Corona, Bitchin' Corona. I'm gonna drive her, bump, bump, bump. Bitchin' Corona, Bitchin' Corona. I'm gonna shift a stick, bump, bump, bump. Bitchin' Corona, Bitchin' Corona. I'm gonna ride that. Woo! Bitchin' Corona, Bitchin' Corona. Ba-da-da-bam.
Incredible. So all that leads me to this, the final category of music that I want to talk about: clones writing original songs for me and members of the XR4 TI, because that is actually a thing. For instance, Alvin DeLauro has his very own track, courtesy of Manic Bloom, back in 2016.
They call me Alvin. You know I'm Alvin. My name is Alvin.
Well, that rapping game is hard, dog. This game's easy, dog. Little Alvy D. Hey, Jen, you nervous right now, Alvy? Yeah, sure. Alvy, get closer to the mic. That's how that thing works. Check, check, check.
Yeah, I make 50 grand a year because I got 2 jobs. One where I'm flipping them burgers, one where I'm turning them knobs.
So good. It's actually awesome. That is, and so is the Jim Rome rap song by Straight Jacket and Kill the Hun. It was recorded back in '99.
Putting down smack that I make you rock. So whether you're rolling in your car, at work, or at home, turn on your dad, who you hear? Jim Rome! Out of the jungle.
Love that. Then you've got Jesus in Chicago, giving Kyle Brandt the treatment sometime around 2010, I think. Jesus in Chicago. Jesus, what's up? How are you?
Let me say a few words about my man, Kyle B.
Kyle Brandt. Kyle Brandt. Kyle Brandt.
From the daytime soap opera world to the jungle, breaking through the line quick fast without a fumble. It's the guy who reality wholly adore, giving what the skits in the real world are looking for. It's Kyle Brandt, gratuitously shirtless. Yeah, I got a Princeton degree, but watch me work this. That's what I heard him say the other day in his stay here in Chi-Town.
Jesus was kind of prolific back in the day. He dropped a lot of tracks. That one isn't even suitable for satellite radio. Alvy had to bleep out a lot of that. The gold standard, though, the gold standard for this genre by a million miles is 3-Day Weekend's Mr. Automatic about Jay Stu.
Breaking J2's Virgin grad, the best contestant blind dates ever had. Charismatic, Mr. Automatic.
I mean, really one of the most amazing things I've ever heard on the program, or any program. That'll never be topped. How could it? So now you see everybody around here has a song about them, written and performed by the Clones, except for Adam Hawk and Gerrit Ritt. And this was brought up by an emailer a few weeks back, who wrote something along the lines of, why don't these guys have a song? Ritt alone has provided enough content for an entire album. So I read that and I threw something out, a quick solicitation like, if anybody wants to give these guys the musical treatment, go ahead, send it in. We'll take a listen. Well, somebody did. And that somebody's name is Bernard T. And Bernard used this idea of a hypothetical workplace Donnybrook between Hawk and Ritt as his inspiration. Keep that in mind. The song is called Ritt versus Hawk. Here's the good news. Every song that I just played about me, Alvy, Kyle, and Jay Stu were great. Here's the bad news. This song about Hawk and Ritt is terrible. No offense, Bernie. You take a listen, and then we'll break this thing down. Check it out.
Ritt v. Adam Hawk, Ritt v. Adam Hawk. What's the money line? Ritt v. Adam Hawk. Low GPA. What for me some J? Alvin dropped the squawk. I'm Adam Hawk. Ritt v. Adam Hawk, Ritt v. Adam Hawk. Low GPA. What for me some J? Alvin dropped the squawk. I'm Adam Hawk. No GPA, work for me some J. I will drop the squawk. I am Adam Hawk.
Maybe the worst 45 seconds that have ever aired on this show. I cannot begin to tell you how much I regret ever asking any of you to make a song about those two. I mean, dude, the production value is terrible. Burn Dog. My man, it sounds like you played the Mission Impossible theme off of your computer and recorded it through your phone, and then you opened up the voice memos app on your iPhone 4 and then did the vocals. If you can call those vocals the Mission Impossible song, like that was your choice? That makes no sense whatsoever. What does that have to do with Ritt or Hawk? Or either of them giving the other the hands? Are they going to blow up a fish tank with a stick of gum? Or steal the knock list suspended by wires? I mean, that literally is the worst crap I've ever heard in my life. I mean, Bernie, I appreciate the hustle, the effort, kinda, sorta, not really. Not at all, dude. It's the worst thing I think I've ever heard. Here's the thing, my guy. The song is called Ritt versus Hawk, but you don't even mention anything about Ritt. Instead, you wrote one 4-line verse about Hawk, and then you repeated it 3 times in 45 seconds. Do you know how hard you have to fall in love with something? With a single verse? To repeat it 3 times in 45 seconds. And it's not even good. Low GPA, work for me someday. Alvin dropped the squawk. I am Adam Hawk.
Low GPA, work for me some J. Alvin dropped the squawk. I'm Adam Hawk.
And what's with that weird fake New York accent? Like if you're new around here, the low GPA refers to Hawk graduating high school with a 1.8 grade point average. Work for me someday is a reference to a radio executive telling me once that we would all work for Hawk someday, which is about as accurate as me calling this whack-ass Mission Impossible song good or even listenable. And Alvin dropped the squawk is him asking for the soundbite that Alvy plays when I mention Hawk. And this dude, Bernie, drops those 4 lines 3 different times in 45 seconds.
Ritt v. Adam Hawk, Ritt v. Adam Hawk. What's the money line? Ritt v. Adam Hawk. Low GPA, work for me some J. Alvin dropped the squawk. I'm Adam Hawk.
Nothing about Ritt, nothing about them fighting. Ethan Hunt could not have repaired that song. Here's hoping that song self-destructs in 5 seconds, whether we accept the mission or not. Hey, Bernie, I appreciate you very much as a listener. I do. Honestly, I do. But what do we say that you stick to listening from now on, bud? Because I never want to hear this ever again.
Ritt v. Adam Hawk, Ritt v. Adam Hawk, no GPA. Well, for me some J. Alvin dropped the squawk.
Damn. Songs about the show were undefeated.
No GPA.
But as we now know, everyone and everything besides Father Time and sex eventually loses, and we all just lost. Big time, all of us. I would not look for that to become a staple, Alvin. Ritt v. Adam Hawk.
Ritt v. Adam Hawk, Ritt v. Adam Hawk, Ritt v. Adam Hawk, no GPA.
Man, I wish I had never asked. But I did. That's on me. Do what you do with that, clones. Ritt, I want to say you have a song, but he didn't even mention you. Hawk, you have a song.